What you doing? What you doing? Hey, you excited? You excited? I got some wheels. I got some wheels. Are you excited? You're definitely excited. Are you excited? I got some wheels. All right, so today is the day that my wheels have come in. Let's take a look. So obviously, if you can't tell, I have some Kansei wheels. I'm gonna be running 9.5s on the front and 10.5s on the rear. So I'm really excited about the look. It kind of brings back the older JDM Supra heritage, old school, you call it whatever you want. But it brings that look back to the Supra. So I'm really excited about this. So I've already kind of opened it and put it back so you guys can't see what it looks like, because that's cool. But it does, packaging wise, can't tell. There we go. Needless to say, I'm really excited to get these wheels on the Supra. Then I'll show you what it looks like. But I need to take it over to Discount Tire. My tires came in, yeah, we'll go from there. Oh man, these are massive. This is insane. This is way bigger than I thought it would be in person.
That's what she said.
So what I have are the Kansei KNP's 19-inch wheel. Now, with that, it's wrapped around Nitto NT555 G2 tires. What I did is I went with a 275/35 in the front. So these are some wide boys. Like it's unreal to actually see it in person. So let me show you what we have for the rear. Okay, and this is what I have for the rear. These are the 305/35s, 19s. So I went with a slightly bigger tire to put it, if you're not familiar with these cars and the platform, 275 is what's on the rear right now. That's being moved to the front, and I'm putting these big boys on the rear. Ooh, this looks so good. Okay, so let me show you what it will potentially look like here. I'll get better footage of it, but right now I just unloaded it, and this is kind of what we're looking at. Look how wide this is. I mean, the camera doesn't do it justice, but yeah, so this is what I have in the rear. It's definitely a taller tire, so that's going to be interesting. If you see the fitment, it'll work. I hope so. Also, I have a stud conversion kit, and I'll show you that when I'm about to put the tires on, or the wheels on. Personally, I'm not a fan of lug bolts. Don't really care for them. Don't want to have to play the balancing game, taking off my tires and holding it and trying to mount it. And I know you can get a hanger for it, but still, the thread and all of that, which I'll kind of go into a deeper conversation later in the video as to why. I just didn't want to deal with all of that. So to make my life easier, I'm just gonna put studs on it and then go from there. And if I need to space this out in the back or the front, I can with ease. I'm gonna do some more work around the wheel, like upgrade the brakes and have better airflow from the front to the brakes and all of that. So I'm gonna be taking the wheel off more often. So, you know, there is no performance gains basically with a lug bolt from my understanding. What I've come to the conclusion is, what I've found, because I've gone down a deep, dark rabbit hole in this between studs and lug bolts, and should you do what and convert and all of this stuff. Is basically what it came down to was, back in the day, a Volkswagen engineer suggested to just use lug bolts instead of studs, because as a manufacturer, it's one less part you have to add to the vehicle. And if you're producing 20,000 vehicles a year that use this part, how much does that cost? That adds up, and over 10 years, how much money have you spent? So as a business, I think it was that option, as opposed to, is there a performance gain or is there not? So just waiting on the jacks to come in and we'll get to it. Okay, yep, there we go. All right, new day, and the jacks came in, so I just need to put those together so that we can lift the car up, so we can put the wheels on the Supra. So I'm gonna get that set up, ready to go, and then I'll show you what it looks like, and we'll put the wheels on, and a bunch of other fun stuff. I have the jacks underneath the Supra. Checked everything, the air, the hydraulics, everything, and now we're gonna give it a go. I'm kind of nervous, so fingers crossed. But if something goes wrong, I got it on camera, so that's always a plus. Okay, so this is the first lock, and there's two, so I can go up even higher and then lock it. And this is what it looks like on the second lock that you see down there. This is the clearance that you get. So this is absolutely crazy. I love it. There is so much room underneath here to do so many things. I mean, like, look at this. This is crazy. So, yeah, this is awesome. But this is the second locking point. As you can see, these are little metal welds in the track, and the bar locks in on one side. So what's really cool is that it's really gravity fed, so it's being pushed against that, which is locking it, so the hydraulic arm isn't holding all the weight. Awesome. Yeah, I'm pumped. Okay, cool. Now I guess we're gonna take the wheels off, do the stud conversions, and then put these bad boys on here. All right, so as you know, if you have a Supra or a BMW, or if you just know this already, sorry, but this is a lug bolt. This is what comes on the Supra as is, right? So this is what I'm replacing. The purpose of a lug bolt is that it just presses the wheel to the hub, right? So you don't have a stud or anything for the wheel to hang on. So when you undo all these and you take them off, the wheel comes off the hub. So there's nothing there to hold the wheel there. Now, what I'm doing is a stud conversion. So I'm taking thread pitch and I'm increasing it. So the thread pitch now in the hub is a 1.25, and I'm increasing the thread pitch to a more coarse thread, which is a 1.5. And that's because, one, it's a preference thing. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do the conversion at all. You can keep your lug bolts as is. A lot of people do that, and it's totally fine. For me, I think I'm going to just, one, I think it's nice to have. The other thing is, I will be taking these wheels off a little more often than most. So it would be nice to have that accessibility of just being able to take the wheel off, put it on, put the lug nuts on, and I know everything is all there. So with that, this thread conversion is really, really cool. I mean, it's hard to see probably, but I'll get a better shot of this. You have your 1.25 here on the end, and then it changes to a 1.5 here. And then I have the lug nuts that came with it, and then I bought some pretty cool lug nuts to go with it, to spice things up a bit for this. Ooh, spicy. These are sick. I'm excited about this. Oh, I think I just broke something. Yeah, so I'm going to finish up the rear, which is what I'm doing now with the stud conversion kit. And then I'm going to start on the front and do this exact same thing that you've already seen. And so we'll just cut to those beautiful shots of the wheel. Okay, so before I reveal the wheels, Southern Fresh is happening. So I'm actually gonna take the car to the show and see what's going on there. And then I'll show off the wheels. So I'm really just dragging this out. It's not that big of a deal, but I really like these wheels. So I'll just show them there in the correct environment and not my cluttered garage, I guess. So first time ever going to a show, so I'm excited to see what's there and what it's like. Got the trunk loaded, so I got some cleaning supplies, my camera stuff, some snacks. So yeah, excited. First car show of the season, and looking forward to it. See what's there. So yeah, let's get into it.